All right, YouTube, we back with another one, man. Got a quick one for y'all today. This is in response to my boy Eyes and Ears Tactical. He did a challenge the other day, 3 guns for fun. So this gonna be in response to that. Shout out to Eyes and Ears Tactical, man. If you don't know what that is, go check him out. Got a dope channel, make a lot of dope content. So I'm gonna do my 3 today, my 3 guns for fun. So let me grab my first one from the cabinet. Give me like 2 seconds. Oh yeah, YouTube, before we start this video off, man, and get into anything, we are unloaded. There is no magazine in here, as you can see. Clear, no ammunition whatsoever in the room. So this gun does not have the mag in it. Super safe. We are in a safe and controlled environment, so no need to trip about that. But yeah, as y'all see, man, this is gonna be my first choice for my 3 guns for fun. This is one of my most recent purchases. If y'all don't know, this is the MP5 clone. This is the Mac 5 from Tisas SDS Imports. So yeah, man, this is just a fun plinker. It's PCC, so it shoots 9mm. Same thing you shoot out your typical handguns, so you don't have to worry about breaking the bank. Excuse me, for obviously any bigger rifle rounds, any rifle calibers like 5.56. This is a cheap shooter, man. I mean, obviously not as cheap as 22 or anything like that, but it's fun, man. And like I said, you will not break the bank shooting this, opposed to shooting obviously a bigger caliber or something in that nature. The reason why I put this as my first choice is because, like I said, it's my most recent buy, and a lot of you guys, if you're new to the channel, you probably haven't seen much of the Mac 5, except for when I did my range video with it. But so far I'm loving this thing, man. I got a couple 100 rounds through it. It's a great gun. I've fed it a lot of different types of ammo already, and it hasn't failed me yet. Hollows, FMJs, you name it. It's a real good gun to shoot and get accurate with. This is a straight shooter, man. And what I mean by that is it's very accurate out of the box. No red dot needed. You don't even need to put a red dot on this thing, man. It's all you need is this front post right here and the back post, and that's it. Line them sights up. This is gonna go exactly where you want it to go. You don't believe me? Go check out my range video, man. But yeah, man, the Mac 5, this could be used for home defense as well. I am gonna suppress this eventually. I'm in the process of that now. Just gotta handle a few other things before I can get everything approved. But yeah, it's a fun gun to shoot. Like I said, man, it's not super loud. It's actually very quiet, so I can imagine when I suppress it how quiet it's going to be, because you almost don't hear it in the range with the hearing protection on. So yeah, like I said, it's a fun gun to shoot, man. You don't want to take one good look at it. Beautiful design, MP5 clone, like I said. But like I said, yeah, man, if you want this to be your home defense, you could literally do whatever you want with this thing. For me, this is more like just my range toy as of right now. But you can have this gun for whatever you want, like I said, man. But it's a great gun to shoot if you want to train and practice and get good with your aiming. I will recommend something like this. A PCC is perfect. This is my first PCC, so yeah, I never had one prior to this, man, but I don't regret this purchase. So there you have it, man, Mac 5. So let's get my second choice out of the cabinet real quick. Y'all probably already knew this was coming, man. YouTube, there's nothing in there, as you can see. No mag in there. We are clear. Safety is on, but we do not have anything in there. No magazine, as you can see. She is fully empty. Once again, safe and controlled environment, man. I know that gets annoying hearing that, but it is what it is. Now, both could be said for my choice. This could be both. I have the mini and I got the micro. I just figured I'd pull the micro because it's just right there. So yeah, y'all probably knew this was coming, man. If you haven't shot one of these, man, gotta check it out. Micro Draco AK pistol. A lot of y'all hate this gun. The internet ruined this gun. It's not a bad gun, man. All the hoodlums and everybody ruined it, and all the rappers. But if you actually own one of these and actually go to the range and shoot with it and practice with it, it's not a bad gun. Very reliable. Aside from what everyone else says, you can say everything you want about this gun, not having a stock on it or whatever the case is. But this gun is actually very fun to shoot. super loud. So if you're sensitive to noise, even with the hearing protection, it's still gonna be loud and it's gonna vibrate the whole room. You're gonna have people running up to you wondering what you're shooting. This does shoot the 8K caliber, if you wanna call it that. Typical 7.62 by 39. This is the 6.5 inch version. This is the smallest one you could get. This offer from Century Arms, a micro. So yeah, man, this thing is a rocket launcher. When you shoot this thing in the range, that's what it sounds like. It's going off in the room. So definitely recommend, if you are sensitive to noises, double hearing protection. I've used double hearing protection a few times, but most of the time I just use my regular, just my headset, typical one that I have. It's not so bad once you get used to shooting it. Believe it or not, you kind of get used to like the noise and the concussion you get from it. Like I said, man, it's a fun shooter. I would not recommend this for home defense. That's why I got this on my 3 guns for fun. And because I got the micro and the mini, I'll consider them both in the same category. So I'm gonna put this one back and show y'all the mini. But y'all see I got the goon tape on here because I bought this used and the wood was loose. It came loose after one of my first, well, I only took this to the range once. And obviously this gun was shot a lot more than that. But when I took it, kind of loosened up a little bit. So I am getting new wood for this thing. It's actually gonna be custom, so that's in the works. Stay tuned for that. Eventually I'll have that soon. But yeah, for now the tape will help at least hold the wood together, because if y'all know Century Arms, they send this thing from the factory. This wood is not that good. Same thing happened to my mini. After you shoot a couple 100 rounds, probably more like a couple thousand, it'll start to get loose over time, and eventually you probably just want to change the entire wood out of it because it's not as durable. But I'll show y'all my mini real quick so y'all can see what I mean. So as y'all can see, this is my mini. Like I said, the mini and the micro, just count that as one gun for the video. But this one's a little more done up. I got the charger handle just like I got on the micro. But as you can see, this wood is not factory. This is custom wood that I got made on here, because this is a lot more durable. It's a bigger grip than what comes, a bigger handguard than what comes on the factory. It was real thin and I didn't really like that. So this one just allows me to get a better grip on it. And like I said, it's more durable. I've shot thousands of rounds already with this custom piece on here. And as you can see, no loosening at all. As you can see, it's intact, it's on there, it's not going anywhere. So this is definitely well made. I definitely recommend getting something aftermarket eventually after a few hundred rounds. Like I said, maybe 1,000. Everyone is different. I've seen some people who get loose right after shooting it. So I guess it just depends on how much they tighten it up. But like I said, can't go wrong with the aftermarket handguard. As y'all can see, I got the brace on this one. I don't plan on putting the brace on the micro, man, just because I like it like that. It's a small compact shooter, truck gun, whatever you want to use it for. Like I said, the same as goes for the mini as it goes for the micro. I do not recommend this for home defense, because this thing is super loud, and if you shoot this in your house, you're gonna go deaf and probably gonna lose your hearing for a couple of days. So definitely wouldn't recommend that. Like I said, 3 guns for fun. So this is why I got this on here, because it's just a fun range toy to go with. Being as though I got the brace on here, and I got the brake, the muzzle brake, it does help a lot with the recoil, and this is very accurate, especially having the brace on there. It does help that much more between having those two. So you can actually go to the range with this thing and get some decent accuracy out of it, even from 7-10 yards, whatever you want to call it. Like, you'll definitely get some accurate shots with this thing. YouTube, once again, no magazine in here, man, no live ammunition whatsoever. We're clear. So yeah, man, that's my mini and my micro. Like I said, they both account for one gun because they're basically the same gun. This one just has the 7.5 inch barrel, and then my mini has the micro has the 6.5 inch. But otherwise, they're practically the same gun. And I did upgrade the grips on both of them just to help out with, like I said, once again, better grip, get more control of the gun. But nonetheless, man, this is a fun hand cannon / rocket launcher fireball. This could fall all under that category because this thing is super loud, especially having the muzzle brake. It makes it even louder, more exaggerative. It's literally going to shoot a big fireball every time you hit the trigger every time you pull the trigger on this thing, and you're probably going to blind yourself and people in the lanes next to you. So be expected for people to come up to you if you take this thing to the range and shoot it, because they're gonna want to know what it is. Chances are most of them are not gonna know that you're shooting the Draco. So yeah, I guess that's why a lot of people hate this gun. But I mean, it's a fun gun, man. If you got one and you own one, then you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna talk your heads off. Let me get to my third choice for my 3 guns for fun. And we have here, man, my third choice, the Taurus Judge, YouTube, empty. This is my Taurus Judge, man. This is chambered in 45 Colt and 410, so you can shoot the 410 slugs, buck, whatever, bird shot. That's why you have the extended cylinder like that to accommodate, because the 45 Colt only clears about this much, but with the 410s, it'll go all the way through. So that's what this is for. I mostly shoot 45 Colt out of this because the 410s are banned from most of the indoor ranges. So until I get access to outdoor ranges, I will be shooting only 45 Colt. But if you have a Judge and you know about the 45 Colt and especially 410 slugs, I've shot slugs out of here, and this thing does pack a punch. Once again, it's got the 2.5-inch snub nose barrel. So when you shoot 410s out of here, you're gonna know, because you're gonna get a lot of flame coming out the front of this barrel, and you will blind yourself. 45 Colt, you're gonna get more recoil than anything. It's not really that bad on recoil. I think you kind of just feel it more in your wrist actually than the actual muzzle flip. You don't get a whole lot of muzzle flip out of this, but you do feel it more here in your wrist, especially when you shoot some underwood out of here, 250 grain. You're definitely gonna feel this thing packing a punch, which is why I got the extended grip on here, because the grip that comes with it, I couldn't get around what my 2.5 fingers, basically, you could say, because half of my third finger will clear, and then that was it. So I got the extended grip so that I could get a full purchase, a full grip on the gun with no issue. And it does help a lot to absorb a lot of that recoil, because without it, for me personally, I just feel like it would just be uncomfortable because I don't have a full grip on it. I don't want to risk the gun slipping out of my hand or anything like that. So yeah, man, this is a fun gun. You could use this for secondary carry, which is sometimes what I use it for now in the cold winter months. It's getting cold out. As y'all can see, I got my hoodie on. So sometimes I will carry this depending on the occasion in my pocket. And for those of y'all who probably think, oh, that's not safe, this has a 12-pound double action trigger on it. So trust me, you're not gonna have an accidental discharge unless you purposely pull this thing. As you can see, I'm giving it a lot of force and I can barely get it to break. So unless you have this thing in single action, you have nothing to worry about. And I don't know who will be crazy enough to carry this in single action anyway. I know I won't, but yeah, so that's just that. But yeah, otherwise you could use this for home defense if you want. If you get some slug or buck in here, or even some bird shot to do damage. I probably wouldn't recommend slug or buck because that's gonna go through walls, but maybe just running regular 45 Colt through here for home defense. I would probably have this more as a secondary home defense and have something like an AR or, you know, like a handgun, you know, more for like a primary, and this more for like a backup, which is why I say if I do carry this, this would be carried more for a backup gun. But otherwise, man, overall, this is just used for a fun range tour to take every now and then and just let off some shots in there and, you know, have a loud plinker, because this gun is loud, especially when you shoot the 250 grain 45 Colt or the 410 slugs. This definitely makes some noise in the range. So if you want to go to turn some heads and have fun, I mean, that's what this video is, right? 3 guns for fun. You'll definitely get a lot of attention with this one. Like I said, it's a fun gun overall to shoot. But like I said, it has plenty of kick. So if you're not used to shooting something with heavy recoil, then I suggest, you know, trying something else out and working your way up to something like this. Or if you just feeling up to it, then be my guest and go ahead and shoot something like this if you want. But you will know when you're shooting 45 Colt or 410 out of this thing, you're gonna feel it all right here in the wrist, man. But that's pretty much it, y'all. These are my 3 guns for fun. You can't go wrong with either or. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty others out there, plenty other guns out there that, you know, could make the list. But, you know, my inventory, my my small collection, this is what I got for y'all. So otherwise, man, that's it though. If y'all want to know anything else, just drop a comment. Otherwise, I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Y'all be safe out there.